Welcome, everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I am the president and founder of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a lender that does things quite a bit differently. So I want to take the time today to both explain and show you guys exactly what makes us different. And I have my partner, Kyle, as well, who will actually do a little demo and show you guys some of the technology we've been working on. So let me go ahead and start with the page that most of you have probably joined us from. So a lot of you are probably familiar with this page and joined this call from this page. But let me just go ahead and run through it real quick so we can talk a little bit about what makes us different. So as I mentioned, we're a lender, we're a correspondent lender. So we have obviously correspondent, but we also have dozens of broker options as well. So we don't really discriminate if there's a lender or a program that works for our customers. We want to make sure we have that option. So we have lots of broker options and lots of correspondent options as well. When we deliver correspondent, we are non-delegated, meaning we still use the investors or lenders underwriters, which is our preferred channel. So we either deliver non-delegated or as a broker. The cool thing about being a correspondent lender, since we've built this team as a bank, as a broker shop, as a non-delegated and delegated lender, the great thing about being on the correspondent lender end is there's no max commission caps. So as we'll explain in a little bit, we do a lot of non-QM outside the box loans for some crazy amounts. It's great to be able to earn the top compensation on those deals when we do earn those. Myself and Kyle, we come from more of a marketing and technology background. So we do leads at scale for all of our businesses, and we've been doing that for about 15 plus years. So we give you guys leads at a 50-50 split, basically unlimited leads. So instead of talking about it, Kyle will be able to show you guys exactly how that looks here in a minute. And again, being from a technology background, we are very passionate about no fees and building everything ourselves. So everything you're about to see, every line of code, we built for us, by our programmers. We have APIs with all of the platforms. So we're able to do everything from the ground up, and we're able to pass those savings on to you guys. So we're very passionate about not having to charge you guys any sort of fees for technology, not only because we don't believe in it, but because we want to build that technology ourselves, and we're building that as a team. And that's what we're here for, to support you guys with that technology and build it for us exactly how we need it to work. So part of that technology that we've built is our proprietary mortgage CRM with our dialer. So, CRM is pretty standard across the industry. As long as you're using them, they're great. So Kyle will show you how ours works. Very standard features there, and a great feature is our dialer, which a lot of them have as well. But we put that all together, again, for us, by us. I do loans every day. Our other partners do loans every day. So we built it to work exactly like it needs to. Part of that as well is the custom website. So just like you're looking at, our website, you guys will all have your own website, which will have all the different landing pages and lead generation pages and SEO to get you guys free leads, just like we do. So along with that website, we have the 1003 integration, so they can turn from a lead directly into a loan application, pull their own credit, all without us lifting a finger. Then we have our document AI engine. We can actually start, sifting through documents without us actually doing anything. It's pretty amazing. Being all about leads and all about technology, of course, one of our big things is we want to set you guys up with your own leads as well. So if you have your own leads coming in, great. Kyle will show you guys how to route those in so they come right into our CRM and start getting all the cool action plans and all the great stuff we can do with our CRM. And if you guys need to set up your own campaigns, we are very passionate about helping you do that as well. So if you guys want to purchase leads, we have a few different sources. Kyle will show you how that looks in the back end here in a minute. Another thing that personally I love, and this is more of our business model, is the DSCR loan. So a lot of companies are getting into that space, adding non-QM products, but we've been doing this for about 3 years. Even that's one of the reasons we left the FDIC bank when we first started. We didn't have any products, and we loved to offer stuff to investors. So something that we love to have is the DSCR loans and work with investors and non-QM leads, which we'll talk about. But the great thing about those is they're basically business purpose or commercial loans, and we don't necessarily have to match our licensing footprint. So a lot of the loans we end up doing are going to be DSCR commercial loans, and we can do those in states that we may not be personally licensed in and still service our clients. Because I have clients myself that have properties all over America. I don't want to just be their loan officer for one state. I want to be able to help them in all their different states. Another thing we're very passionate about is support. So coming into an FDIC bank, there was literally not one document that existed to help us learn how to do loans or set us up for success. So we want to be the exact opposite. So we want to be able to help you guys one-on-one with team leader support calls, which is where I will actually get in and take control of your screen and help you run DU or whatever you need to do. And of course, we have our learning center and our training center and our knowledge center, which Kyle will show you a little bit of on the back end, which have all the videos and hundreds of videos and hundreds of articles for you guys to go through if you're ever stuck on anything. And then, of course, if you need to get unstuck, you can book a meeting with myself or any of our other mentors. Now, let me go into the comp plans, which is probably what most of you are here to learn. We have 3 basic plans. So a lot of you might have seen this call earlier or spoken to us earlier. We were a team or a branch in our last iterations. Now we are the company, we are the lender. So we are licensed and we're able to set our own plans the way we want to set them up. So we found that this is the best way to set up our plans for people that love getting leads. So these are all kind of based around leads and generating leads at scale and using our systems in order to close those deals. So just want to make sure you guys understand that's how we set these up. And they work a little bit differently than most companies. So let me try to explain it the best I can. So we want everybody to turn into a senior loan officer. So for us, what that means is that you've closed at least 5 loans with our company. You know how to close those loans with our company. Whether you've done 1,000 loans with other companies, that's great. Whether you've done 1,000 loans, Dell, non-Dell, broker, whatever it is, that's great. We just want to make sure you do some loans under our system. So we want to get everybody upgraded to the senior loan officer, where you make the top commission. However, everybody's going to start as a loan officer because we want to make sure you guys learn our systems because they're different for sure. So the senior loan officer, what everybody's going to get to once you close a few loans, we want to pay you guys the top compensation, which is 200 basis points on all the conventional non-QM stuff that you're used to. So what that means is if we do a company lead, you will make 50% of that, or 100 basis points, or 1% commission. So that's where everybody's goal is, to get upgraded to that. Once you close a few loans with us, we would love to get everybody there and learn the system. All this stuff below we've kind of talked about includes all the cool features we have. One of the things to consider, once you're a senior loan officer, you will then begin receiving leads from the junior loan officers and the loan officer assistants. So let me explain how that works here. So everybody that wants to do loans, has done loans before, great. We would love to take you on. We will start you on our loan officer plan so that you can learn the system. You can still make great compensation. The standard comp is 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, which is 1.5% commission, which is great compensation, more than most companies. And of course, you still have your opportunity to grab company leads as well. So if you take a company lead, 50% of that is 75 basis points or 0.75% commission, which is a great opportunity for you guys to grow and get those first 5 loans done and go ahead and upgrade. Now, if you guys aren't ready to go full time and be a loan officer and jump in both feet, maybe you're new, maybe you're just getting back in the industry, we have the loan officer assistant plan. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're loan officer assistant. This is for people that have just got their license and actually have a license, but maybe aren't ready to take on the full loan process start to finish. It's a lot of responsibility, which Kyle will explain. So if you're not quite ready to jump in both feet, maybe you still have another job, maybe you're not quite full time, maybe you're a realtor and the loans are kind of, half or less than half of your focus. Maybe you just want to work on the loan officer assistant plan so that you can still make great compensation, 75 basis points on your deals. And you're not actually, even though you're licensed, you're not actually going to close these deals. You have a license to make commission, but you're not going to close these deals in your name. We're going to refer you to a senior loan officer. So you're still going to make great commission, 75 basis points more than you make at most outfits. And we're going to give your deal as a lead to a senior loan officer who makes great commission. However, obviously, if it's a lead, they're making 100 basis points. So you're making senior loan officer making 100 basis points. You're making 75 basis points. Everybody wins. You get teamed up with a senior loan officer that knows what they're doing, knows how to use our system, most importantly, has done loans in our system, knows exactly what to do, what buttons to press when, how to lock, how to request closing disclosure, all that good stuff that, has time of the essence concerns. So you'll get teamed up with someone that knows what they're doing. And because you're licensed, you'll still be able to make basis points compensation, and you'll still be in contact with your customer. Maybe it's your friend, maybe it's your family member. You'll still be that point of contact and be the assistant, AKA loan officer assistant on that deal. So for us, loan officer assistant doesn't mean you're in a different position or you're helping other people or it's a full-time job. It just means when you get a deal, and you may not be getting a ton of deals, you're kind of getting into the business, you're going to be the assistant on that deal, and you're going to help that senior loan officer close that deal, communicate with the customer, gather documents, all that good stuff. But the senior loan officer is going to sign the loan application. The senior loan officer is going to lock it, send the disclosures, send the closing disclosure, all that good stuff. So that's kind of how our system works. We found that people that aren't quite ready to, dive in with both feet, we would love to still help you, get you up to speed, but we want to team you up with the senior loan officer on your deals. That's better for you, better for the customer. And at the end of the day, we close more deals that way. So it's a win for everybody. Now, hopefully that makes sense. We'll go over it a little bit again towards the end, but usually we go over how the software works. But since we have Kyle here, he'll actually show you guys a live demo. So you ready to take over, Kyle?
Yep, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, so when you come on board, we'll do a full training on this, obviously. Excuse me. But I'm just going to highlight some of the features here. So this is our CRM. As Nick said, we've built everything. Standard CRM where you take your notes and you send your emails and texts, and it builds up in chronological order. You can put them on action plans, drip campaigns to automatically email them, text them over the course of years, right? So pretty standard CRM stuff. What really sets our system apart is our quoting system. So you can put in just 6 pieces of info here from a client. You can pull the rates from our API with Optimal Blue. You're able to select the rates you want to show them. And within 2 minutes, you can make a beautiful quote that looks like this, where you show the client what they're looking at. They can see the different rate choices they have. They can see what these things mean. It pulls in the Google map automatically, the Zestimate automatically, the loan info here, does a monthly breakdown of payment, insurance, taxes, gives them the estimated closing fees, and most importantly, has you right here looking real professional with your headshot and, and your contact info. And then your realtor partner here, if you have a realtor attached to the deal, your realtor partners absolutely love this. They know when they send you a client, you can quote them within minutes with this nice, pretty quote sent to them via email and text. It looks even better on mobile as well because they get the text immediately. And they know you're going to keep them right in front of their client's face. You're saying, hey, we are your team. We are going to push your deal across the finish line. And I guarantee you, your realtor partners will send you deals a lot more than any other loan officer because they get kept in touch with what's going on and you're putting them right in front of their clients' faces. Now, what's really cool is the client can click Start My Loan Application right here. That opens them up to their borrower portal. Let me show you what that looks like on their side. They can fill out their 1003 application right here inside of our system. We have the 1003. They can upload the documents that we request. Right off the bat, we're going to request those basic documents that we need for that loan type, right? All that kind of good stuff. So they can immediately start filling out all of the documentation that they need to. And what you'll see here back on your side is you now have your documents tab where you can help them fill out their 1003. You can help them upload documents. And most importantly, you can request more documents. Let's say you need 12 months bank statements, click Save Changes. Now we're asking for that. And the client knows, hey, we need 12 months bank statements uploaded. You can also change the whole packet. Let's say, oh, you know what? This isn't going to be conventional. This is going to be DSCR. Let me go ahead and save those changes. Now we're asking for everything we need for a DSCR. Maybe you want a signature. Maybe you need some kind of signature. Click Save Changes. Now it's asking the client for the signature. They can click here and sign it right within our e-sign that we have an API with. They don't even have to leave this page. So with this system, you can collect everything that you need with the client and collaborate with them. We're going to collect all the documents in our system, get it all ready. Then we're going to put it in Encompass. We're going to originate the loan. And at that point, we're going to keep track of the loan in our pipeline. So our pipeline tab here, we're going to see all of your loans. You'll see the stage that they're in. You'll see maybe an investor or lender that they're at. You're going to keep track of everything in here. Most importantly, you're going to change the milestone, right? Let's say that the appraisal has been ordered. You're going to change that. It's going to ask you if you want to send a status update. And when you do that, it's going to send an email to the client and the realtor, letting them know that the milestone on this has moved. It's also going to move in their back login. The number one complaint from both clients and realtors about loan officers is lack of communication. And we're going to automatically communicate every single step of the way here with our pipeline tab and make sure that everyone is up to date. You, management, the client, the realtors, everyone involved in the transaction here. So that's how we're going to take the client from a lead all the way to a quote, to gathering the documents, to keeping track of this loan all the way through the process, right? Now let's talk about where the loans come from. Let's talk about the leads, which I know is why a lot of people are on here. Let me explain how our leads work here. So you're going to get text messages throughout the day with leads. Most of our leads come from our Facebook campaigns. I'll let Nick talk a little bit more about the type of leads we get and why, but you're going to be getting text to your phone from leads that just requested info on Facebook about this product that we're advertising. So as soon as they click opt in to be contacted, right that second, you get a text message to your phone. It goes to you and 4 other loan officers licensed in that state. If you're the first one to click that link, you're the one to call them immediately. We always call them within the first minute. So if you click that link, it's going to pull up right to this page. You're going to see, okay, this is Jane Doe. You're going to see what type of lead it is, what type of program that they requested, where the lead came from. You're going to see all that info, and you're going to call Jane within the first minute, right? So high intent leads, big conversion rate. That second they had double opted in to be contacted about that loan program that we advertised to them, right? That's the first and foremost way we're going to provide you leads. Another way we're going to provide you leads is in our auto dialer. So we have lead lists loaded up here in our auto dialer, everything from real leads that nobody picked up that came from Facebook, as well as cold call lists for when you want to come in here and call 300, 400, 500 people a day and drum up some business. We also have realtor lists in here to call. You could call hundreds of realtors in a day here and build those relationships, build those partnerships, and really get some deals done. So the auto dialer is a great resource to use. That's another way that we provide you leads. The other way we provide you leads is that you can purchase them. So those same leads that we're giving you via our Facebook ads, we can set you up with the same ads. We just copy the same campaign. You do have to choose a campaign that we're already doing, right? It needs to be one of the campaigns. We copy that campaign and we put your budget on it. Those leads go only to you, and there's no lead split on them, right? So for example, one of our loan officers just closed her first deal ever as a loan officer. Our other partner, Jose, helped her close it. It was denied at another bank. Jose ended up turning it into a profit and loss loan, got it done, got it closed. The loan was $1,060,000, her first loan that she's ever done, brand new in the business. And it was a lead she purchased. So out of that $16,000 commission, she saved the lead split. So she saved $8,000 by buying the lead herself, right? So it can definitely work out in your favor if you want to crank up your pipeline, put more leads in there, not have a lead split, not have to compete to click to claim them. You can purchase your own leads. Of course, you'll still get the leads from us on the lead split. You can pick those up as well, but this is how you're going to increase your pipeline, is you can purchase leads. And again, same exact leads we're giving you at no upfront cost. We're just going to copy those campaigns, spend your budget, and you're going to get a bunch of leads. Another way that we allow you to work leads here in the system is to import leads. So we give you your custom webhook here, and you can pop this webhook in. Most legitimate lead sources have a Zapier connection, and you can use your webhook here in Zapier to zap the leads right into our system instantly. Maybe you want to do your own Facebook campaigns and bring the leads in instantly. Wherever you want to get the leads from, they will come into our system instantly. You'll get the text instantly, just like if it's a lead we gave you. You'll be able to call them, quote them, collect the documents, everything in the system, just like any other lead, but it's yours from wherever you bought it without a lead split, right? That is one of your leads. So every way possible we can get leads to you, we do that here within the system. And let me have Nick talk a little bit about what type of leads that we are typically doing and why. Nick is kind of the lead master here. He has a certification from Facebook as a digital marketing associate, a certification from Facebook as a media planning professional, a certification from Google as a Google Ads search specialist. And we've spent millions of dollars on ads, right? And with online advertising, it's really about how much you've spent, right? How much have you dialed this in? So let me go ahead and let the lead master, Nick, talk about what type of leads we do, why, and then after that, we'll open it up to questions. Nick.
All right, just filling out some lender apps here. So as Kyle said, we like to do things differently with our leads for sure. So in all our businesses, what we focused on is making sure we do something different. And that's why we've been successful. So we do not want to do what the big guys, the Rockets are doing and, search for, conventional refis and spend billions of dollars with a B on ads and really compete with that, right? So we want to do something totally different, and we've always done something totally different. So not just because the conventionals dried up, but we've been focused on the non-QM business for about 3 years now in order to do something different, something that nobody else was doing. So while everybody else was racing to the bottom to try to find the lowest rate refis, we were dialing in our non-QM, our business purpose, our investors, all the stuff that nobody else was advertising to. So, the key to our advertising success and our lead success is we're going to obviously spend our budgets where other people aren't. And that means we're going to find clients that were being served. And we're going to offer them products that they either didn't know existed or obviously haven't been advertised before. So that includes our bank statement stuff, all the cool non-QM stuff. As we mentioned before, we have, I believe, 13 approved correspondent outlets and 54, I believe, broker outlets at this time. And I'm literally filling out another one as we speak in the other window. So we're always adding new outlets because we want to be able to place those leads and find those little niche programs for every single lead that comes in the door. So we're going to get the people that aren't being served. We're going to get the programs that don't exist. And if a program comes up that we need, we're going to get it. We're going to offer the best rates. So we're always going to be competitive on rates. Our rates are standard across the board. We're not, setting any crazy back end comp on anything. So we're always going to be competitive, especially when we deliver correspondent. We usually get a little bit better rates for our clients, obviously, when we're doing that channel. And then, of course, we're going to teach you guys how to do those types of loans that nobody else teaches you how to do. So that combination is really how we're able to succeed. And we're able to do the exact opposite of every other company that you probably interviewed with or worked for in the past, where they've been, picking the low-hanging fruit instead of building a system to set them up for long-term success, which is really what we've done by building the non-QM ads and the DSCR ads. So, while other companies are just adding this to their product portfolio, I've been advertising this and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars dialing in the DSCR campaigns for over 3 years. So everybody else who just thinks that it's something that's cool to add to their program, is going to be a lot further behind than we are, where we've been dialing it in for 3 years. So that's why we're able to be successful, where everybody else is scrambling to try to catch up to what we've seen as the future for the last 3 years. So Kyle always wants me to put a caveat there. So while we want to advertise the programs and to the people that don't get advertised to, you got to realize these people still have conventional loans. So we still have a good mix, right? So when I have an investor, I'll do, 4 or 5 rental properties, but then guess what? That investor may want to buy a new primary home, or they may want to refi their primary home so they can buy another larger primary home. So I'll end up doing 2 or 3 conventional loans, a lot for every investor that I get. And they might have 5, 10, 20, 100 other properties, and I'll do 5, 10, 20 loans for them. But some of those loans are always conventional. And then sometimes I'll buy a second home or a vacation home, and they'll still want to do a conventional loan. Remember, everybody can do 10 Fannie loans. A lot of those big boy investors know that. And we'll still do 10 conventional, but they'll have 30, 40 properties. So the other 10, 20 loans will be DSCR or some sort of other business purpose. So we do want to, mention that we do stuff differently, but at the same time, a lot of your guys' personal deals, or when you get a relationship with an investor and you build that relationship, you'll still do conventional deals for those people. And of course, your friends and family and all that good stuff. So does that cover it for you there, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just to run it down, like Nick said, we have every program available, right? From the DSCR to, ground up construction, fix and flip, everything under the sun, right? Commercial, true commercial, basically anything there is. Because we advertise so much, we have to have a place that we can put these leads when they come in, right? So let me go over the next steps here, and then we'll go ahead and open it up to questions. So as Nick went through the plans here, you're going to go ahead and click join. Nick, why don't you drop the link? You can click join for the plan that you want to join on. At that point, it's going to take you to the agreement, the compensation agreement. Now, you don't have to sign it right now, right? It's going to email you a copy as well. So don't worry. You can check it out when you get a chance, read over everything. Once you want to move forward and sign that initial comp agreement, then I'll reach out to you, let you know the next steps, get you the official employment agreement, get your documents for employment, sponsor your license, and I will walk you through the steps of how to do that, and even send you a document that lays out how to walk through of having us sponsor your license. And then at that point, we'll bring you on. We'll get started with your training as soon as possible. So when you're ready, go to that link, click here for the plan that applies to you. You'll just fill out a form. It'll pop up the compensation agreement. You don't have to sign it then, but when you do sign it, I will reach out with the next steps. I'm the one that handles all the onboarding. You can email me at kyle@themortgagecalculator.com if you have any questions. So that's it. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. And Nick, why don't you go ahead and stop recording and we will get into the questions here.